What's up, Commanders fans? The offseason is in full swing, and Washington is showing no signs of slowing down. After an impressive run to the NFC Championship game last season, the team is looking to take that next step towards Super Bowl contention. Under new leadership and a revamped front office, the Commanders are making aggressive moves to ensure they have the best roster possible for the 2025 season. Before we dive into the latest trade and draft rumors, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for all the latest Commanders updates. Now let's get into it. One of the biggest needs for Washington this offseason is improving the pass rush. Losing Dante Fowler Jr. to the Dallas Cowboys earlier this month left a hole in the rotation. And while the team still has solid pieces, they need a premier edge rusher to elevate the defense. Bleacher Report's Brad Gagnon recently floated the idea of Washington making a move for Cleveland Browns linebacker Ogbo Okoronkwo. The 28-year-old pass rusher has 6 years of NFL experience and could be an excellent fit in the Commanders' defensive scheme. Gagnon wrote, "Adding another dedicated edge rusher to help replace Fowler would be wise. Making a play for Trey. Hendrickson would also be logical for the Commanders. They should also take a long look at Ogbo Okoronkwo of the Cleveland Browns this offseason. The Browns signed Okoronkwo to a 3-year, $19 million contract during the 2023 offseason, but have largely kept him in a rotational role since. He's likely to stay in that role after Cleveland signed Joe Tryon-Shoyinka, and the Browns could view him as expendable. This could be a golden opportunity for Washington to swoop in and secure a talented pass rusher without having to break the bank. Okoronkwo's versatility and ability to disrupt the pocket make him a valuable addition, and with the Commanders already boasting a strong defensive front, he could thrive in a more prominent role. What do you think, Commanders fans? Should Washington pull the trigger on a trade for Okoronkwo? Let us know in the comments. While the trade rumors are heating up, Washington is also gearing up for what could be a crucial NFL draft. With the 29th overall pick in the first round, the Commanders are looking to add more firepower to an already stacked roster. And one name that has been gaining traction? Ohio State wide receiver Emeka Egbuka. To Bleacher Report's Gary Davenport recently linked the Commanders to Egbuka, stating that the team could look to further strengthen its receiving core despite already acquiring Deebo Samuel earlier this offseason. Davenport wrote, "Ohio State University has produced no shortage of great NFL wide receivers in recent years, from Terry McLaurin to Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, and Jackson Smith-Njigba. As good as those players are, none caught more passes than Emeka Egbuka." The Washington Commanders are fully in win-now mode after making it to last year's NFC Championship game, and the team already has 2 former Buckeyes at the position in McLaurin and Noah Brown. Egbuka would be a major upgrade in the slot and give Jaden Daniels a reliable target in the middle of the field. This could be a huge move for Washington. Egbuka is a dynamic route runner with elite hands and explosiveness after the catch. Adding him to a receiving group that already includes Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel would give rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels an embarrassment of riches at the skill positions. The 2025 NFL Draft's first round is set to take place on Thursday, April 24th, at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. With Washington picking late in the first round, the team could either stay put and hope Egbuka falls to them, or trade up to ensure they get their guy. What's your take, Commanders fans? Should Washington target Egbuka in the first round, or should they prioritize a different position? Drop your thoughts below. Alright, Commanders fans, let's talk about what's going down. The NFL has officially cracked down on a specific type of celebration, and Deebo Samuel is not happy about it. So, what exactly happened? The league recently released an updated rules report ahead of the upcoming owners' meeting, and among the changes was a new update to unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. According to the new regulations, the nose wipe gesture, which has become popular among players, has been classified as a violent gesture and will now result in a penalty flag. And guess who's been one of the most high-profile players to use this celebration? That's right, our very own Deebo Samuel. As soon as the news broke, Deebo didn't hold back. He took to Instagram to express his frustration, posting a screenshot of the new rule along with the caption, "Nah, this is cracksy." If you know Debo, you know he's a passionate guy, and he's not afraid to speak his mind, especially when it comes to a celebration that's become part of his identity on the field. Samuel even posted a throwback image of himself performing the celebration, making it clear that he's not pleased with the NFL's decision. Now, you might be wondering, why did the league suddenly decide to ban this celebration? According to Sharian Williams of Pro Football Talk, the NFL views the nosewipe gesture as a gang-related symbol, specifically tied to the Bloods gang. Because of this, the league has categorized it as a violent gesture, and any player who uses it will now be flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct. This rule doesn't just affect Debo. Several other NFL stars have also used this move, including Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, who made it one of his go-to celebrations last season. So this is going to be a major adjustment for some of the league's biggest playmakers. From a competitive standpoint, this rule doesn't directly affect Debo's game. He's still going to be one of the most dynamic offensive weapons in the league. But let's be real, celebrations are a huge part of the game's culture. They bring energy, they hype up the fans, and they let players show their personality. Debo has built a reputation for his physicality and explosive playmaking, and his celebrations are a big part of that. Having to adjust mid-season and find a new way to express himself on the field might not be a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but it's definitely frustrating for him and for fans who love seeing his passion in action. Plus, let's not forget, penalties matter. If Debo, or any other player, slips up and forgets about the new rule, it could cost the Commanders valuable yards in a game situation. And with how competitive the NFC is looking this season, every yard is going to count. One thing's for sure, Debo isn't the type of player to just accept a new rule and move on without making a statement. We've seen players get creative in the past when celebrations have been banned, and there's no doubt that he'll come up with something new to keep fans entertained. Maybe we'll see him bring back an old-school dance, or maybe he'll create something brand new that becomes just as iconic as the nosewipe. Either way, we know he's going to bring the same fire and intensity that made him one of the most exciting players in the league. As we get closer to the draft, expect the trade rumors and speculation to ramp up. The Commanders have already been aggressive this offseason, but there's still work to be done. Whether it's trading for Ogbo Okoronkwo or drafting Emeka Egbuka, Washington has a chance to make some game-changing moves in the coming weeks. We want to hear from you. Should Washington go all in on another pass rusher, or is the offense still the bigger priority? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for all the latest Commanders news and analysis. We'll see you in the next one. HTTC.